Employee Network Groups by Christopher Nestor. Here is an overview of employee network groups. Employee network groups, ENGs, are also known as affinity groups or employee resource groups. These can be formed around different issues such as ethnicity, orientation, disability, or age. ENGs add to an organization's diversity since it provides more appeal for outside individuals who want to join the team. They also provide employees with an outlet for feeling included, feeling involved, and add to their overall self-confidence. In 2006, Arnold mentioned that the first employee groups were not formed until the 1970s and the early 1980s. With the changes in society and the world that we live in back in the 70s and 80s, people's concerns for finding employee network groups at their work and finding people to plug in with were regarding race differences and gender. This was according to Arnold 2006, page 146. Now let's move on to some of the benefits of employee network groups. On the left side of the screen, you will see that from the survey the Society for Human Resources Management conducted in 2005, they found these few top reasons as to why organizations like to generate employee network groups or support them. And on the right side, you will see a quote from Nancy McMillan, who's from the Eli Lilly Company in Indianapolis, showing her support by adding that ENGs are valuable to employees from connectivity. They feel that they can come here and have a group of people who they have a lot in common with, cited in Arnold 2006, page 146. Some additional benefits with employee network groups include that they play an important role in diversity management. For companies that have diversity policies and commitments, ENGs provide an outlet for feedback. They can use ENGs to ask questions or analyze the group's production or listen in for thoughts and opinions towards policies and internal operations. By utilizing ENGs, management can make sure that their commitments to diversity as a whole are met and remain constant. And it might seem common knowledge, but being a part of an ENG gives your employees a sense of belonging, as if they have a voice and an opinion on what takes place in their department or company. On the right side of the screen, you're going to see an example of an ENG, something they accomplished with opening up the communication channel and discussing with their management some personal issues, and management was able to work on these and find a way to resolve them. Companies who use employee network groups. DiversityInc.com produced a list for the top 2014 companies who have employee resource groups. There were some factors that were included in this report, as you can see on the screen, which include employees who were involved in at least one group, racial groups, percentage of executives who supported and sponsored it, and whether or not the resource groups were used in recruitment and hiring techniques. Coming in with the highest commitment to resource groups and leadership was chosen for number 1 was the PricewaterhouseCoopers company, which focuses on audit, tax, and consulting services. Friedman and Craig 2004 mentioned that the stated purpose of most employee network groups is to provide social support, information, and leadership opportunities for their members, cited from page 795. Again, Friedman and Craig 2004 found in the results of their study about minorities and joining employee network groups that they add more potential for employees to join because they can identify with someone else like themselves. With race and ethnicity, people join, especially minorities, to feel comfortable and like they can relate to someone else. Cost benefits, as said before, has to do with the conversation within yourself of what will I get out of this? Is it worth what I'm going to put in? How much is this going to cost me in the matter of time, emotion, commitment, etc.? Employee networks add value. They can add value to the employees, themselves, and the business. Patricia Gege, 1997, stated that if employee networks are well managed, they can provide leadership for resolving diversity issues and not separating the employees. She also added that networks are typically positive with their missions and they're not negative. And also, ENGs attract new clients and new employees from diverse backgrounds. As with everything else, there are some possible risks. Friedman and Craig, 2004, mentioned a couple of possible reasons why managers would not want to support an employee network group. As you can see on the screen, they might feel that unions can be formed, they might have paranoia about the direction the groups are going in, and they also might not be putting themselves in the place of the employees and seeing the benefits of them. And finally, my recommendation regarding employee network groups is I would be in support of them, giving all the benefits that they can provide to employees and how they support diversity in the workplace. In addition, I really do like that instead of encouraging groups to separate themselves, this supports them coming together and working as a team. I would recommend that management would consider implementing employee network groups. I believe that they could start this process by presenting the idea to the team and see their reactions, if they feel that they would benefit from employee network groups. Then I would leave it up to the team to develop their own groups, but they must define clear missions in order for the management to support it. Thank you for your time, and I hope you will consider using employee network groups in your organization.